What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ColeRocket21 back again with week 2 of the NPDL Season 20 Draft League. Week 1 was last Thursday, I think was when I uploaded. If you didn't catch that, before you get to spoilers, that video does have a little more in-depth team breakdown of my team this season. So if you want some of my slightly more detailed thoughts about that this week, I'm mostly just going to be touching on this week's matchup. Also, in case anyone was wondering, I shaved the beard because I had a party last night and did it for the bit. Anyways, moving on. Spoilers for last week, 3, 2, 1. We took an L. Tough. I, did some review on the back end, made a misplay or two there. Didn't understand how one of my items worked, my Jaboka Berry on my Unburdened Driftblim, that I think could have bailed me out of a situation slightly earlier. I haven't played draft in a few months, so a little rusty. Shaking it off, but we bounce back is the goal. And if not, it's draft. And so we move on. So we will get straight into this week's matchup. We're playing my good buddy Sterc. Sterc has been in the league since, I think, season 1. He maybe sat out a season or two if memory serves. But when I first started this league, I was like popping around Ranbats, trying to tell people that I had this idea for a draft league. And people doing Ranbats were like, what the heck is draft league? Back in Gen 7, basically when draft league first started, taking roots. And was like convincing random people on the internet to come join a Discord server. And Ben was one of the first people to do that. So he's been a homie for a long time. And he's got a crazy team. His number one pick, I think he was right around the wheel. I think he was like pick 14 or something like that. So he went ahead and got what's arguably the best rapid spinner in the format with Trapagos. Terra Starstorm, disgusting move, like 100 some base power, 100% accurate, normal stab on like 120 special attack or something like that. It feels like a Gen 1 Mon with all the silly normal type coverage it gets. So Trapagos is fun. Calm Mind, Rapid Spin, coverage-ish. Pretty common set for it. Number 2, he's got Lando I. Another just gross, like 0.2 for power creep, because Lando I used to be banned in all of draft leagues for a long time because sheer force was just disgusting. And now it's like, with 19 being the max points, it's like a 15 or 16 or something. And it's, yeah. But he's got that thing. Again, sheer force, earth power is scary into my team of electric types, as well as Sludge Wave. So that's one that we definitely got to look out for. Primarina, I think, is incredible. It gets Liquid Voice, which is now kind of interesting combo. Makes its sound-based moves water type with Psychic Noise. Gives it a water type Psychic Noise, which is kind of cool. For that tech, Moonblast hits incredibly strong. I think it's a great Assault Vest user with Flip Turn. And you can also run like a bulky Calm Mind set with Draining Kiss. So my team, again, does not switch into it great. It's not super fast, so that's like my one saving grace, but it is pretty bulky. He's got King Gambit. Anyone who plays, especially like VGC right now with champions coming out, knows about King Gambit. Luckily, since I have a Sticky Webs option, I'm not sure I'm going to see Supreme Overlord, but we will see on that. I mean, it has some utility. You can run like T-Wave or Stealth Rock Gambit, but I don't really see that coming. Iron Head, Kowtow Cleave, Sucker Punch, Sword Stance-ish is pretty common. Choppleberry is a pretty common draft league item to be able to at least try to eat one fighting type move. But this thing having priority is kind of spooky for some of my faster threats on my team. Petra Runt is the next one. Psychic Ghost type with like 160 base defense and I think 88 in every other stat. So good general bulk, and it gets recover. And Parting Shot, so it can kind of just pivot around. Signature move Malignant Chain has like a 50% chance to poison, and then when it poisons, its ability procs, and it confuses you as well. So it's really annoying. Serena gives him a second rapid spinner, a little bit of offense, frees up Tropicos from not having to click rapid spin all the time. Drop kick is kind of cool signature move. It's fine. It gets triple axle. Another good assault vest user with U-turn knockoff. So I could see Serena coming. Serena is sort of the one. Again, Ben's team a little top heavy, similar to my opponent last week, and so um, I could see him just bringing six of the top seven and maybe leaving Serena even. His seventh being Mega Meowstick, one of the fun new megas. I know he was really excited to use this one. He was always a Meowstick fan, so seeing it get some love. Mega Alakazam is banned in our league, and this thing is kind of like Mega Alakazam Light was when we were doing our draft prep, kind of how he pitched it to our little committee of draft minds as we work together to help each other build teams. So also, he probably has some insight into my team and what I'm trying to do. But Mega Meowstick is really scary because, again, Psychic coverage is pretty good into my team. It gets Shadow Ball, Calm Mind. You don't have to Mega on the first turn, so he could keep Prankster for a turn or two, set up screens, or I think it gets T-Wave. But it gets T-Bolt coverage, which, scares off my Dark type that is weak to Electric in my Electric terrain. So that thing definitely a bit of a threat. He brought Primeape last week. Primeape with Bulk Up, Drain Punch, Rage Fist, even if it can't Terra Ghost and doesn't have Ghost Stab, Rage Fist is still just broken. We're playing with Rage Fist before the Champions nerf. So that thing definitely a threat. Also gets U-turn, solid. It's like 95 speed, so solid choice Scarfer. He's got Zebstrika, which has Sap Sipper and the Lightning Rod, Motor Drive, one of the two. So I could see it coming against my team full of two grass types and some electric terrain. It's faster than my Moth and Ogerpon and Iron Jugulus. So I could see him trying to bring it. I know it's a mon that he likes a lot too. And then Spidops, I know he mostly drafted for hazards. I don't have the best removal, so it could maybe come if he thinks Sticky Webs is good into my team. But it's the Spidops at the end of the day. I think he's got much bigger threats, and if that thing comes, I think I'm more relieved than anything. So let's get real quick into my team builder here. We started off coming off the bench finally this week. We had Mega Chestnut. This was kind of what I built a lot of my draft around. Once I got Coco, I was like, I think Coco and Mega Chestnut synergize really well together, and I don't think it has a great matchup here still. Pecharunt is sort of a hard wall into it in some regard, and so we brought Leech Seed. So that I can kind of just sit in front of that and try to chip that thing down slowly. Use Chestnut to sort of pivot around with the rest of my team. Spiky Shield is there again to compound with that Leech Seed. Woodhammer should 1-co Oko Primarina. I'm running max special defense, max HP. And then Drain Punch is there for King Gambit. Woodhammer also does pretty good damage into Lando. I should, after rocks, I think it doesn't quite Oko, but with, a little chip, either from some Leech Seeds or something else. And with max special defense, this thing's bulk is obscene, like 172 defense, 115 special defense, 88 HP. It can kind of just sit there on a few things. So that's sort of the goal with Chestnut there. Use Leech Seed to keep my team a little healthy, get some chip down. Which is similar logic to Coco. His team does not switch into Thunderbolt well outside of Lando and Zebstrika. And so I have Toxic for both of those two things, as well as Nature's Madness. Neither one of those mons can heal. And so getting 50% chip is pretty good chip, and I outspeed both with the U-turn. I've got heavy duty boots just to kind of let me jump in and out. And Electric Surge to set up my terrain for Iron Crown. Cork Drive with a speed boost. Help me get past potentially Lando and Meowstick. And then we're running Calm Mind, Sub, Tachyon Cutter, Psychic Noise. I decided to go against Focus Blast and instead try to play Mind Games against King Gambit. See if I can't get a sub up. If I get a Calm Mind off and I'm +1 or 2-ish and he's got some chip, I can kind of run through his team. So we'll see how well this set works this week. This is kind of one of the main Iron Crown sets. I've got enough special attack to it was to Tuco a lot of things at +1 was kind of the logic. Next we've got Claydol. Claydol I actually think is a decent answer to Lando with the levitate ability. I think ground is scary into my team, so having that extra switch in was pretty good. I also think it's pretty good for Meowstic because, like I mentioned earlier, Jugulus, which you can see down below that I'm still bringing, is weak to Thunderbolt. And so having some options to be able to switch around here, I think it synergizes okay with Chestnut as well. Earth Power, Ace Beam for that Lando coverage, and then Stealth Rocks. I thought getting Rocks Chip was pretty nice this week, and Rapid Spin for the inverse. Claydol coming off the bench, we'll see how it does. I picked it way too early in the draft and should have had Iron Bundle and still probably this thing, but we live and learn. Next we have Iron Moth. Iron Moth, I didn't think really needed anything besides dual stab this week. Again, this is sort of one of my other late game win con options. U-turn to kind of try to bait some stuff out, get a little momentum here or there. Substitute again for King Gambit, Mind Games, and then boots just in case he gets hazards up and I don't spin them away. Dual stab hits pretty hard into his entire team. And finally, Jugulus, knock off Earth Power, Hurricane, U-turn. Hurricane mostly there for Serena. Earth Power hits pretty well into his team. Knockoff I thought was better than Dark Pulse, just to remove some items. The difference in damage wasn't huge, and I'm running a Soul Vest. Again, I think Meowstic is a little bit scary. I think his team is more specially driven, and so just being able to take another possible hit with this thing, I think is good. Quark Drive again with speed boost there. So that is my team. We are going to try to find our buddy Sterc. Let's see. Challenge. We have a challenge code here. Being with this one, and we'll send that challenge. And let him know that that has been sent. Wait for him to join. Oh, and hopefully get it up. We will see. And we're in. I switched back to my old mic. I'm going to test, see if I like this one or the new one better. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. No pre-Marina is, I think, huge for me, honestly. All things considered. Let's see. Yes, Sterc says, hi, YouTube. YouTube, don't talk to him. He hit me with the Odyssey D's nuts joke earlier, so we're not on speaking terms right now. Okay, what do I think? I honestly, as a lead, don't hate Claydol. I think, like, if he leads King Gambit, then not ideal. Chestnut is pretty good for King Gambit, and I think just trying to get rocks up early is really nice. So I think I'm gonna do that. Yep, there's Zeb. I do want to look real quick. I keep a scouting tab open. Substrika, does it get actual grass coverage? I think it's Trailblaze. I think we just rocks here. Okay, and he's running Toxic. I don't feel too terrible about that. Do I want to stay in on this thing? Do I click a cheeky Ice Beam right now? I think I might try it. Because I'm sure now that Toxic is off, he doesn't have a whole lot left to do. Ground move is pretty, his team is, Lando's is only great ground switch. So I think I might click a cheeky little Ice Beam here. See if I can't catch that Lando coming in on a switch. Um, we're getting crazy early, cause why not? Oh shoot, I forgot nicknames. I'm the worst. Okay, and he's running. This thing gets screens. Crazy. Does it also get reflect? No, it only gets light screen. Okay. Um, keeping him honest, I think I want to switch out here. I think he probably also switches here. Uh, I think. I think he clicks toxic again. No, probably not. Yeah, yeah. I think this is a good switch here. He switched first, which means oh no, he'll get electric surge on a mega evolution here. Just good to note. Yeah, Mega Meowstic with that trace ability. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and U-turn on back out of here and kind of see what he wants to do. Yes, apologies for forgetting nicknames. That is one of my favorite parts. My nicknames this year were all um, uh, what Path of Radiance Fire Emblem nicknames. I think I want to go Jugulus here and click Knock. I don't know exactly what this thing's gonna have. He does not show. Okay, Custap Berry. And he chains and does not get the poison. Great. Then I think we are going to U-turn out here. We'll find out at the end of this turn if Zebstrika is Light Clay. I'm not sure. It doesn't get reflected, only as Light Screen, so I don't know if the Light Clay necessarily makes sense. Um, oh, and this is big. We get the U-turn off on Tropicos, which is Boots, and we break Terra Shell, which we love to see. This honestly seems like a pretty good opportunity to go Chestnut and Mega Evolve. And I think I just fire off a Leech Seed. We'll see if he tries to spin rocks away, but I figured he would just go back into Petch. And we miss the Leech Seed. That's unfortunate. So it goes. I think I just click it again? I think I do. And I miss again. Cool, 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 cool. Sick and cool. Okay. And he is Light Clay. So I think I'm just gonna go Hard Crown. If he predicts that and clicks Shadow Ball, that's fine. What is his switch? Let me run a calc real quick here. Iron Crown into Petulant. I doubt he just lets it go down. Tachyon Cutter does pretty good damage here. And I think it should pick up the KO. So I think I just clicked that. Oh, no, he's definitely more bulky. Okay. And he parting shots out. I would think maybe Gambit comes in here. Okay, no, it's Lando. What does Lando want to do here? I mean, it could just be a U-turn. I think I just go Claydol. Rock Polish. Don't do that. I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna click our Ice Beam. Rock Polish is scary. I'm definitely not a fan of that. Because my team doesn't really have priority, so we'll see. I mean, he knows I have the Ice Beam, which is a good part. I have some special attack on Claydol, and he doesn't know how much. Ice Beam has a chance to kill from this range. I think, yeah, it's a 75% chance after rocks with the investment I have. Sweet. And yeah, he sacks Petch. So that's actually a kill for Claydol because he set rocks. Okay. And Meowstic comes in. This could be a Shadow Ball. What does Mega Meowstic have here? Meow, hello? Meowstic Mega, sure. Does it have, like, it does have Calm Mind and Nasty Plot. Those are both definitely scary. I think we go hard into... I go Jugulus here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Jugs. There's the Mega. You can Calm Minds. Yeah, that's definitely scary. And Thunderbolt takes me out through the Assault Vest. This thing is a bit of an issue. For sure. I think I go Coco. And he traces Electric Surge. That doesn't seem like that's how that should work. I think he should have traced Quark Drive, maybe? So, strange. I outspeed this thing, though. I'm going to click U-turn again. Jugulus going down is... with Petch gone, it's honestly, I don't think, terrible. Obviously, it would have been nice to keep it for Quark Drive potential. But... Mega Meow. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not great, but I don't think this thing has any way it can boost its speed. So if I need to, I can go Coco, sack Claydol again. And then we will see from there what he wants to do. Yeah, I mean, it's boots on Trapagos, so breaking Terra Shell again, pretty nice there. Lando, Claydol still checks pretty well as long as I watch its HP, which is the only concerning thing with potentially sacking it. I'm trying to think, other option would be possibly Crown. Okay, he's +1. This is probably a Psychic. I think he's probably Timid. 252. Psychic into Shadow Ball. I think I do actually go Crown here. Because I will get my speed boost up. He clicks Psychic. And at +1/+1, I think unless he's bulky, Tachyon Cutter should still pick up a KO here with my investment. So I think we try to just get this thing gone. Because again, he can go King Gambit. Zeb Strike is fine. He goes Zeb I outspeed, and he's light clay. So I think Psychic Noise should just take this thing out. Yeah, and it does. Okay, Crown and Terrain. Doing work. He kept Meowstic alive. Coco always outspeeds Meowstic, and I believe kills with another U-turn. So we should be mostly good there. Yep, he is Supreme Overlord Gambit. That's scary. And I think we just go hard Chestnut. I frankly did not run enough damage counts on Chestnut and Gambit. Yep. Okay. Checks. Trace is bulletproof. I have terrain for one more turn. So I go. I mean, this is just Psychic again. Yeah, I think I just go back hard. Crown. And it's Dark Pulse. Okay. But terrain goes away. And I actually think I may just go straight back into Coco here. Try to get my terrain back up on this Dark Pulse. Yep. And then we're going to U-turn out again. See if he saves this thing. And it can live one more rocks hit. Okay. That goes down. What is my best bet here? I want to say it might be Moth. Yeah, because Crown is just too easy for Gambit to come in on, so I think we go Moth. We show that we're speed boost. Oh, never mind, we're special attack boost. Haha. But we know that Lando is rock polish. So Jugs, he goes hard Terapagos. Oops, not Jugulus. I'm Moth. In the electric terrain, I honestly think that I U-turn here on this thing, expecting an Earth Power. And I think this might be another shot to go into Chestnut. And possibly try to get another Leech Seed up, or just click Drain Punch. If you Calm Minds here, it definitely is spooky. Okay, he Rapid Spins. He gets his speed boost. I'm going to Leech Seed, which is the only move he has seen from me. Because I think Lando could come in here. It's definitely scary. Okay, he's Ice Spinner. Oh, gets rid of terrain. That's kind of sick tech. All right. All right. I see you. I see you. And we Spiky Shield here. Or do I? Yeah, I'm going to Spiky Shield. Okay, he gets his own rocks up, which is totally fine. And I think that do I just Woodhammer here? No, we're gonna drain. We're gonna get rid of this thing. Or not. He's going to live on 1. Gross. Do I spiky shield? Yep. Okay. Got him there. Lando comes in, and we go. Let's see. If he rock polishes again, it's not great. Landorus into Iron Crown. I think we go Claydol again. Yeah, on the rock polish. We crunch? This man's crazy. That's heat. That is my hands are burning from that heat. I was not expecting physical Lando. Wow. Yeah, crunch. On to Claydol. I don't actually 75. Yeah, I guess he's physical. Which may mean we go back into Chestnut and see if we get a Leech Seed off. He's still got the Sludge Wave. Oh my god. Okay, so he's Crunch, Sludge Wave, Rock Polish. I mean, I don't know. That was sort of my only out here was Leech Seed and try to pivot around because he definitely has ground coverage as his last move. He outspeeds everything on my team. There's not a whole lot I can do here, I don't think. I think missing 390% Leech Seeds is gonna cost me the game here, which is unfortunate. I think yeah, I'm guessing he's probably Earthquake if he's running physical. Oh, he doesn't even, does he not have a ground move? Is this man a Psycho with no ground move? Wow, and he was Rock Slide last move. No ground move into the electric terrain team. I'll be. That's wild. All right. Kind of crazy match. Felt pretty in control of that one until he busted out Crunch on my Claydol. Was not prepared for the physical Lando. See also my comments before the game about how this thing's busted. Tough triple Leech Seed miss. I think maybe if we get a seed off there between that and some spiky shield shenanigans, but it was not in the cards today, and that's the game. So, GG's to Sterc. Wow, yeah, I'm a little speechless. Tough one. So we fall to 0-2. Oops, I totally forgot to change my header. So sorry to YouTube, who still thinks it's week 1 versus SSP. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of all I got. I'm at a loss for words. Leech Seed's bad. Mega Chestnut on fraud alert. But I believe in my guy. We bounce back. GG's to Sterc, and thank y'all for tuning in. I will catch you next time we blast off on another adventure. It's your boy, Korok21. I'll see you later. Peace.